Nobody ever noticed the janitor. Every morning before sunrise, before the teachers arrived, before the students filled the hallways with laughter and noise, he was already there. His name was Mr. Cade, and he wore the same faded blue uniform every day. His broom was old, his shoes were worn. His face was calm, quiet, forgettable. That was exactly how he wanted it, because Mr. Cade wasn't just a janitor. He was the city's first hero. The city of Orlan had a problem. Crime had been rising for years, armed robbers, gang fights, strange fires that burned without reason. And lately, something worse. People had begun disappearing. No witnesses, no clues, just gone. The police were overwhelmed, the people were afraid, and nobody knew that every night, after the city slept, the janitor stopped sweeping and started hunting. It began 20 years ago. Back then, Cade wasn't a janitor, he was a scientist, a brilliant one. He worked on something called the core, an experimental energy source meant to power the entire city forever. But something went wrong. The core exploded. Everyone else ran. Cade didn't. He stayed behind to shut it down manually. The energy flooded into him, burning, tearing, changing him. He should have died, but he didn't. He survived. And he wasn't human anymore. He could move faster than sight. He could hear heartbeats from miles away. His body healed in seconds, and most importantly, he could manipulate energy itself. He became a living core, but instead of becoming famous, he disappeared because he understood something important. Heroes weren't meant to be seen. They were meant to protect. Years later, he chose the perfect disguise. A janitor, invisible, trusted, ignored. One night, as Cade pushed his mop down the empty school hallway, he froze. He heard it, a scream, not from the school, from across the city. His eyes glowed faint blue. He dropped the mop and vanished. In less than a second, he stood on top of a skyscraper downtown. Below him, the street was chaos. A massive figure stood in the middle of the road, tall, armored, not human. Its body was black like melted metal. Its eyes glowed red. Around it, cars were overturned. People ran in terror. The creature raised its arm, and energy gathered in its palm. Cade recognized it immediately. Core energy, but twisted. Someone else had recreated the core, and this was the result. The creature fired a blast, but it never hit. Cade appeared in front of it. He caught the blast with his bare hand. The energy crackled, screamed, then faded. The creature stared at him. For the first time, it hesitated. Impossible, it growled. Cade said nothing. He stepped forward. The air vibrated. The streetlights flickered. The creature attacked first, swinging with impossible force. Cade didn't move. The punch stopped inches from his face. Frozen, Cade raised his hand. The creature lifted into the air, trapped in invisible energy. "You don't belong here," Cade said quietly. The creature roared. It exploded with power, breaking free. They clashed. The ground cracked. Windows shattered. The sky lit up blue and red, but nobody saw clearly, because he was too fast. Because he was protecting them, because he was invisible. Finally, Cade grabbed the creature's chest. Energy surge. Not destructive, calming, stabilizing. The creature screamed. Then slowly, when silent, its armor faded, its body collapsed. It was just a man, alive, saved. Minutes later, the police arrived. They found the unconscious man. They found the destruction, but they found no hero. No witness, nothing. The next morning, students walked into school like nothing happened. Mr. Cade was there, sweeping, quiet, invisible. One student stopped. "Sir," the boy said, "did you hear about what happened downtown?" Cade nodded slightly. They said, "Someone saved everyone." Cade smiled faintly. "That's good," he said. "Do you think the hero is real?" The boy asked. Cade paused, then answered softly, "Yes." The boy smiled and ran off. Cade continued sweeping. Because the city didn't need a famous hero. It didn't need statues. It didn't need applause. It only needed someone who was always there, watching, protecting, waiting. The janitor looked up at the sky. His eyes glowed faint blue, and far away, he heard another cry for help. He leaned his broom against the wall and disappeared. The janitor was invisible. But the city's first hero was always there. Always watching, always sweeping the darkness away.